Today I've got some completed orders. I have some cow update, some home updates. So if any of that sounds like something you would like to watch for a minute, grab your project, grab your drink, and hang out with me for a minute. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here today. Whether you are a new viewer or you are returning, I am glad that you took a few minutes out of your day to spend some of that with me. I do want to say I have all 3 bags finished and ready to go. They will be shipped out today. In your world, in my world, it'll be tomorrow because today is Sunday. I will get those packaged up and sent out, and I believe it's Sandra, sorry. Yeah, Sandra, I have the other parts of your order too, honey. And Tina, yours will go out as well. Now, I do want to say a huge thank y'all. I'm almost to the goal of the down payment for the crown. So I do appreciate everything y'all have done. You know, if you're still interested, the link to my store is down below. I did get some progress on my 2 squares. Not a whole lot. It's 2 colors. The burgundy and the yellow. Excuse me. Not horrible, but not wonderful either. So we're going to talk. This is the only time I think, the only time today that I have that I'm going to be able to do this. Right now it is raining on and off. You might hear a few drops on the air conditioner, but it has not. It started about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and then it's going to be on and off till 3:30. So my son went home that was running the backhoe and said he would be back about 3:30, and that's fine. That gives me a little bit of a break so that I could shower, because let me tell you, I got caught in the rain. I got caught in the rain. My other son borrowed the tractor that I was telling y'all that he was going to be borrowing from a friend of his dad. A friend of his dad. And let me tell you, I love that little Kubota. You know how I was so down on myself because I couldn't work the backhoe with those different kind of controls because it wasn't muscle memory. You know, it wasn't something I had before my concussion. And you know, it's so weird because you wouldn't think a concussion could have that much ramifications, but apparently it can. It truly can. But the tractor is not, the only thing I do with my left hand on the tractor is to take it out of normal gear and put it into low. And I've only done that a couple times. Otherwise, my left hand steers and my brain remembers how to steer easily. And it can, you know, that's the, you know, all that's fine. It's my right hand that controls the bucket or the box blade on the back. So I am cooking with gas out there with that thing. I'll have to carry y'all along a little bit. Now, it won't have sound because, hello, it's diesel. So y'all do not want to hear that, trust me. But I might carry y'all around with me a little bit while I'm working. But I was going to take a picture, not quite a video, but I was going to take a picture of it today, but that rain snuck up on me and I got drenched. Now, to be fair, it does have a cover, but when the rain is coming sideways, honey, that cover don't mean diddly squat. Not diddly squat. So it's like, well, you know, let's get to the house. And then when I got to the house, my son was saying that, you know, him and my daughter-in-law and my grandbaby might head home and come back about 3:30. I said, that's fine. I said, I got to get a shower. I am wet. I'm cold. I need to record a video. So let's go with that plan. So we did. They left. I jumped in the shower. And then I came looking for, oh, that reminds me. I came looking for a pattern for Allison. Allison, I really appreciate everything you're doing, Allison. Allison, if y'all don't know, Allison is going back and watching the older videos and commenting on them and whatnot. And that does help. That helps a lot. But, so if any of y'all have not watched any of the earlier stuff, or even if you have, if you want to just have them playing in the background, mute them or something to give the views, I would appreciate it. And that way, if you mute it and just leave it alone, the ads will play and everything. That's where YouTube pays us, is those ads. But I still have my tag on here. But Allison had said that she wished I had shown this. So I'm going to show you, Allison. Now these are 9 of the Beautifull shells pattern squared up. Now that is not me. I will have the link below for the Beautifull shells pattern. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. It is Lahoma, Jayne, Nally. And that's what the center is. Now I used a big twist. I think this is Sunset Ombre or something similar to that. And this is like coral or peach or something. I can't remember. But, I mean, it really doesn't matter unless you have those colors anyway, since Big Twist. I don't think this is offered by Michaels, these colors yet. The coral might be. But if you want to learn how to make a square out of them, if you will go to Loopara.com. Again, it is down here. It's a free blog, and it shows you how to square up the I didn't do mine exactly like hers, but you can get it close enough. And then I just attached them. And I want to do this one again because I love the Beautifull shells pattern. Now, granted, the element square is my current obsession. But the Beautifull shells is one of my go-to. My flannel. Oh, and I have these on the website too, if y'all want some flannel paper towels. I use them as paper towels. I use them as napkins at the dinner table. I use them as coasters. I use them about for everything. The only thing I haven't converted is using them to clean. But I think what I'm going to do is take some of the black flannel that I have and make up some squares just for cleaning cloths. Because, let me tell you, I love my reusable, I don't use paper towels anymore. Oh wow, that is so good. This is the Starburst version of sparkling ice, and this is the cherry. This comes in a pack of 4, I think, from Sam's. It's called the Favorite Reds. Oh, it's got tropical punch. It's got cherry, watermelon, strawberry. Mwah. I love it. All right, let me see what I have to do on this corner real quick. It looks like I do a chain 3. Yep. That's what I say. That's what I was telling y'all. I just keep one of these on hand to read it so that I don't have to. I mean, trust me, Esther has gotten so many views from me that it's not even funny. But technically, and I don't know if this is still true, but someone told me a while back that YouTube only counts 2 views per account. So if you watch it twice, that's, you know, that's as many times as whatchamacallit's going to do. I'm going to pull my Facebook up real quick. Sorry, y'all. Because just in case my husband needs to holler at me, I told him to send me a message on Facebook Messenger. Because sometimes when I'm in here recording, he'll think, oh no, I need to tell her something. And he won't be able to. But anyway, there was something else. I did want to say, yeah, I did that for Allison. There's probably something else I'm forgetting. But back to what I was telling y'all. After I got out of my shower, I came in here to record, and I was looking up to make sure that I had that pattern so that I could tell Allison about it. Or all of you, actually. But I was just sitting here, literally not crocheting, not working, not doing anything, just sitting here looking at my computer. And I was like, it is so quiet in here, except for the occasional little ping of the raindrop, but just quiet. I'm not gonna lie, it's been peaceful in here. Excuse me. But now, to be fair, when you are only hearing diesel in a diesel engine for hours on end, I'll tell you, I worked it for 3 hours yesterday, I believe. Hold on, let me see what I did over here. So I'm 2 left. I did 3 hours yesterday, and then this morning I've done 3 hours. So I'm quite. I think I might have to take my noise canceling headphones. I don't want to do that because I do keep an eye out for my son who is on the backhoe. And not that I would hear him, but so it probably wouldn't matter because I can't hear anything over the sound of the diesel anyway with my hard of hearing self. So I might just and I'll Bluetooth it to my phone. Well, I mean, it is Bluetoothed, but that way if anybody texts me, because my daughter-in-law was texting, she was on the backhoe yesterday and I was on the tractor, and she was like, are you ready to quit? I didn't hear her. I saw her start walking across the field to me, and I'm like, oh, she must be ready for time to quit. And I looked at the clock, and it was almost 7:30. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's time for us to quit. I mean, the sun had gone down below the trees, but it was still very bright out. You know, we probably could have worked another 20, 30 minutes, but we were both tired. We were both tired. I need to get some footage in of the progress we have. It doesn't look like progress to me, but I know that we've done a lot. We've done about, me and my daughter-in-law say we've done about 1/4 of what we want to do. And my son says, no, it's about 1/8. Like, okay. I didn't have my phone when my other son brought the tractor to us yesterday. I didn't have my phone on me, so I got my daughter-in-law. Both of my boys were out there in the field. One was on the backhoe, one was on the tractor. And I asked her to video it for me. I don't have that video yet. She has an Apple phone, and I told her to send it to the twin that sent it to me. I mean, that brought the tractor, the one that edits for me, so that I could, he could just put it up on my Google Drive, and, you know, we'd be able to add it that way. But I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know if she sent it to him yet or not. But it was so cute to see both my boys out in the field. It really was. But it was also nice when it was me and my daughter-in-law out there too. All the fellas were here at the house. All of them. Both of my sons, my husband, and my grandson. And, you know, as tired as I am, and my back is twinging, and I think it's because, you know, it's rough terrain, and the tractor going over the bumps and stuff, you know, it's tractors don't have shocks. Neither does the seats on tractors. So I feel everything. And when I tweaked my back when I fell out in the field, and I'm fine, by the way, it's just a little bit tender right now because it's being irritated. But I'm catching myself. I have to sit straight up to relieve it. When I relax my posture, that's when it starts to hurt. Because trust me, when I'm on that backhoe, when I'm on that tractor, I'm not relaxed. I'm sitting ramrod straight. Part of it is because I have to look around the front of the thing and the bucket and all that good stuff, because it's got the front bucket like the backhoe, or it's called a front loader bucket, and then I have the box blade on the back. But my son was telling me that he thinks they have a grapple claw, and we can use that in place of the front loader bucket to pick up the stumps and move them. That would be so much easier. And then that way I could get all the stumps in the piles to burn. And then we can use the box blade and the front loader bucket, you know, to smooth everything out. I'm so excited, y'all. I swear to goodness, I'm so excited. I'm ready for it to be done, but I like the process too. And it is, I don't know what, okay, it's saying this right here is 70 degrees. I believe that. It was warm. I had taken off my shirt and was wearing my little cami top before the rain hit, while the sun was still shining. And it was nice, and it was nice out there. And it's 1:30 now, and it don't look like it's going, I mean, it's cloudy, but nothing. It got super dark and super windy like 5 minutes before the rain hit us this morning. And I had warning, but I wasn't quite prepared for it. Does that make sense? So it kind of did catch me off guard. So I took my cooler out there, and my cooler was way, I mean, probably about 600 feet away from me, where I was working when the rain started. So I had to drive all the way back over there. I saw my son get off the backhoe, and had I realized that he was knocking off, I would have told him to grab my cooler. But right then, it wasn't because of the rain. It was, he was going to go get diesel. Because I had texted him and told him that I was getting low on diesel. So he was going to run to the store and get some diesel. I told him I'd ask his brother, but he's like, no, I'll go get it. I'm like, okay. He must have needed a break off the backhoe. So I didn't think anything about asking him to go get my cooler. Yeah, I should have. Because I trapped my little self all the way over there on that tractor. Which, you know, I didn't have it going very fast, and I'm not going to go very fast. It's not my equipment, so I'm going to treat it with respect. But, man, I got soaked. My head didn't really get wet, but my legs and my arms, ooh, they got wet. I mean, my head got damp, but it didn't get soaking wet. But, I mean, because when it was coming sideways, it wasn't coming straight. It was like that, you know, at an angle. But, yeah. Anyway. Alright, I have a favor to ask of y'all. One more. I know, I'm always asking favors. You know the Friday's video? I did end up having to take the original one down. And my son had to edit it a little bit more for me. And then we had to re-upload it Friday night. Well, in doing so, I lost those views that I had gotten originally. You know, because once you delete a video, the watches are gone and YouTube doesn't. Yeah. So if you could replay, if you've watched it and replayed it, or could you replay it, and I would greatly appreciate it. Because that way I could get my views back. If you don't feel like it, no worries, honey. It's not life or death. But, oh, Darlene, if you said you liked the stitches on this, it is the first part of that cowl. And all that's going to be listed below. So if you're interested in it, I will put it down there. I don't remember your comment exactly, but I do remember vaguely that you said, I have it screenshotted, but that's on my phone. I believe you asked me what stitch was it that I was doing in that first photo, in this first grouping. Basically, it's a double crochet treble through the front post, around the front post, and then another double. In its simplicity, that's all it is. It's a large granny square with, instead of granny squares, you do that, and then in the corner you do double, triple, double, chain 2, double, triple, double, and then continue on. I mean, that's literally all you do. And I understand a lot of people are intimidated by it, but once you do it and get it, it's so easy. I swear to goodness. If you can do a granny square, you can do this square. And if you can do a granny square, you can do the entire square. The whole thing in all of its beautiful glory. Because the only thing these are is the same motif as the center square. It's a double, triple, double. And you just place them where they tell you to. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I do appreciate everybody putting in orders. And Autumn, I have yours too, for the daisy bag with black. Thank you. All of that will get shipped out Monday, today, tomorrow. Today in your world, tomorrow in my world. My hair's just... The bad thing about being fresh out of the shower is it's just so stinking slippery. I'm getting closer to having my down payment for this crown. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I'm so excited. I really appreciate it. Y'all just don't know, because I was stressing. And then, just when y'all were starting to help me with that, they finally sent me the ambulance bill from back in October after my concussion, when my family had them come get me. And when I lost the use of my left side. And it said, because I thought maybe I could get on the same situation as with the hospital, you know. And on the thing it says we are totally separate from the hospital. So I'm like, fine. So I'm going to have a third monthly bill. It's stupid. It's frustrating, but it's stupid. It's like, you know, why can't I mean, I understand the ambulance is its own company. Fine, whatever. But, you know, it would help if they consolidated things. Kind of like the physicians have their own billing and the hospital has their own billing. Yeah, that kind of thing. But, I mean, we are in March and the ambulance company is 6 months. Takes 6 months to bill me. What's up with that? But that's like $1,800. And I'm like, y'all are crazy with this. $1,600 for a cap. $1,800 for an ambulance ride. But let me tell you. They charged me $13 a mile for 42 miles. Yeah. Over $500 just in and it said mileage, and my husband thought it just meant gas, but no. And then they had the base transport fee. But like I told him, I said, you know, the thing about that is I don't think it's just gas. Because he's like, there's no way they should be claiming $13. And I was like, yeah, but then they'll think, they'll probably say it's like the wear and the tear on the ambulance and yeah, all that. It's like, whatever, you know. I'll call them and set up a payment arrangement with them. It's like, why do y'all do this? I mean, you know, my daughter-in-law and I were talking about it, and I don't want to get into that discussion because sometimes when you get into that kind of discussion of health care and everything, it gets political. So I don't want that to happen. I was going to say something and I can't. Oh, I need to comment on Hannah's video. Hannah was saying that she's going to be coming up during spring break to her husband's family here in South Carolina. And I told her the next time she comes up, just to give me a ring and we'd get together. But you know, as bad as it sounds, as much as I'd like to hang out with her and Kirsten, right now I just don't have any time. I mean, I barely even stop to eat lunch, much less go out for lunch right now. And I know it's only been a week, but it feels like a lot longer since I've spent every day out in the field. But now maybe it'll go by faster since I'm actually working actively instead of picking up things every now and again or raking. And let me tell you, using that tractor to rake things is a heck of a lot easier on me than the other thing, the little garden rake. And no, it's not a leaf rake. I did have somebody ask me why was I using a leaf rake. It wasn't a leaf rake. It's one of those little short tine garden rakes. Yeah. No. It's bad enough I was using that, but definitely would not use a leaf rake. But what are y'all doing? How are y'all coming along on your cow? I see Macy has gotten 2 down. Yay, Macy! You go, honey. And that's hard with a newborn. But I mean, I've got 1 and 2 partials. Does that count for anything? I'm just like, yeah, I'm getting there slowly but surely. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. It's raining again. It's that nice soft rain. But it just started again. You'll hear it soon once it comes off the side of the house. You'll start hearing it. So if y'all hear popcorn, that's what it is. It's the current rain. I just said about, what, 15 minutes ago that I don't think it was going to rain again. Mother Nature says, ha ha, yeah, fooled ya. Like Tina. She said spring fooled them up in New York. She's like, yeah, no. Spring started and then they got a snow. I can't even contemplate that, y'all. Now, we are going to get down to freezing Tuesday, I think. Or below freezing. It's supposed to be like 28 because it said a frost advisory. And I do need to tell my daughter-in-law, I need to remind her that she might want to cover up her little beans that she had planted outside. She didn't plant a whole lot. I think she planted beans and peas, or not. I can't remember if she planted peas. Because down here you had to plant peas early because of the heat. Peas do not like it around here. And all her seedlings, you know, she hasn't planted yet. But she was doing some direct sow for the beans and peas, I believe. But we're both excited. I mean, this is the fun part for us. I do have a clip at the end to update y'all on my seedlings, because it seems like overnight I blinked and I had to move up my lights. I moved them up Thursday, I think. Was it Thursday I showed y'all the video? Or, I mean, Friday. Or was it Wednesday's video? I think it was Wednesday's video that I showed y'all. So that was Tuesday. So you've got, if that is indeed true, then there's a significant difference ready for you at the end of this video. But Thursday, I had raised up the lights because so that you don't want the plants to get leggy, so you kind of keep them about 2 inches above the plant, right? The lights. Well, I walked in there last night. I even called my daughter-in-law to come in there and look at them. I'm like, look at this. I mean, they were trying to grow around the lights in a day, almost 2 days. I'm thinking, man, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oops. I didn't do that right. My bad. But yeah, so this is the part that I don't remember by heart. Oh, I was supposed to be sitting straight up. Hang tight. See, the problem is my chair, I have one of those little office mats underneath this area right here so that my chair can roll freely. Because if I'm working on my cutting table and I need to turn to sew or vice versa, I need my chair to be able to move. But it gets little grooves in it. But what I was telling y'all is I don't have all this memorized. Some of it's familiar and you would think I would have it memorized, but I don't. The center square, yeah. I mean, that's memory. I mean, that's just, the basic granny square, but a little tweak. Oh, that felt so much better now that I've got the lumbar support on my chair. I had wanted to get a new chair. I wanted to get one of those gaming chairs that would offer some support. My son's friend gave us one. And y'all, I don't know if any of y'all have gaming chairs or you sit in gaming chairs or you have sat in them. Are all of them the bottom hard? I mean, this is supposed to be one of the top of the line kind of gaming chairs, and the seat of it is rock hard. And yes, I could put a cushion, because I have a cushion in this seat. Because you girl, even when I weighed a lot, I don't have a booty to speak of, so I sit on bone. But Yeah, no, that's probably TMI, right? Sorry. But I don't know. I mean, I was originally going to want one like my son. His is harder. I mean, his is hard too, but the one that his friend gave me is harder, so I don't know. But my son got it from Costco, I think. And I was going to have him get his little buddy over there to take him to Costco, because we don't have a Costco membership. But have him take him over there and get me one. And then I bonked my head. And then I went into the hospital and forgot all about the chair. I mean, let's face it, I wasn't in here much. I did some diamond painting in here. And I miss my diamond painting. I'm like, I didn't think I was going to get that attached to it. I mean, I was thinking it was like a bridge, you know, until I could crochet and knit again. And no, I want to diamond paint. But right now I know that that's not even a possibility. For one, I have kittens, 2 new kittens that would terrorize it unless I kept it in here. Well, I spend all day out in the field right now, to where my kittens are so deprived, and I say that with every bit of tongue-in-cheek sarcasm that I can do. They're so deprived for attention that when I come in, that's all they want to do, is they want to sit on my lap. They want to curl around my legs. They want me to pick them up. They want to nuzzle my face. You know, I love that my kitty cats love me that much. I really do. They healed my heart in a lot of different ways from the end of September. Well, actually, we lost Skittles at the beginning of September, but for the entire end of 2025. How about that? And they came at Christmas. So I just thought, you know, they were perfect. My little Halloween kitties. For those of you who don't know, my daughter-in-law's cat, who we think is pregnant again. They were supposed to take her to have her and the male that they kept spayed and neutered. But it seems like the first time she got out of the house is when they think she got pregnant again. But anyway, my kitten and their kitten are that female's. Okay, so this is what happens. I will go back to the kitty thing in a second. I will get on such a groove that I'm just going around and going around and going around. Well, when you do your second one, you slip stitch to the corner and then you do the cluster again. And then you start down the line and then you have to do something different every row on this part. Because you're changing corners, right? I'm just sitting here just willy-nilly, and I'd done chained up there and did that and realized, oh, I need to read my the square. So give me 1 second, y'all. Alright, after that last one, I do a half double and then single crochet 2 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Half double, 2 SC together, and we are cooking with, wait, where's that the half double start? That half double starts right after the last cluster. Okay. And that very first stitch. But, what was I saying? Oh, kitty cats. So, these kitties were born on Halloween. That's why I said they were my Halloween babies. It was one female and two males. The female is a fluffy version, a copy of her mom. That is my kitten called Minnie. The first male was another fluffy, and we thought he was a void. Turns out he is a tuxedo with white tippy toes. That is Tippy. That is my other kitty. The last male is short-haired, like his mom, but has Tippy's coloring. He is a tuxedo with some white on his paws, but he has this one white little dab on his thing that my husband called a mustache. Alright, so I think I do 3 single crochets in those. I think, but I'm going to verify. Yes. Okay. And then 5 singles, 2 singles together, and then a double. And then I start up the ramp again. Up the hill again. But they're so deprived, you know. They just, oh goodness. They have to have their mama. So there's no way I can do my diamond painting in there at night. But sometimes I'm so mentally and physically tired that I don't want to work on these. I do, but there's not much enthusiasm. Does that make sense? And it drives me nuts to do that because I want to work on them. I will tell you I'm missing my knitting though. In fact, I think I might do that when I get home tonight, when I come out of the field tonight. And maybe after I finish filming this, I might go in there and sit in my recliner until my son, I'm going to have to change my clothes again, but until my son is ready to get out in the field again. And no, I don't need him, but if it is supposed to rain again, then I can work on my cowl, my knit along with Pam and Lofty Fibers. If y'all are interested in that, the crochet along, the knit along, I think is going to be winding up at the end of March. Whether you knit or not, or you're doing the knit along or not, they do have a Zoom every Wednesday. I have missed the last 2 Wednesdays. But it's more of a knit and chat, or crochet and chat, or whatever you want to do if you just want to just sit there and chat. There's some really cool ladies, so if y'all are interested, I will have that link down below too. Yes, I'm going to have a ton of links down below. Y'all forgive me for that, right? But I got to quit yawning. My son is scared that we're not going to get everything done that we want to get done before we run out of hours on that machine. Which, to be fair, it's a month is 160 hours. No matter how many, you could do 160 hours in 2 weeks and you would be paying a month for it. I want us to get done in 1 month time so that he doesn't have to pay another rental fee. Because there's no way I can help him. Nope. I'm having trouble even putting a crown in my mouth. So, he said, he might have to rent it. And so I got to call the rental company tomorrow for him and see if we do end up keeping it. Do they want to bring another one out and take this one into service, or what they want to do? And like I told him, I don't mind asking that, but we're not going to set in stone extend the rental until we get closer. Because right now I think we are 58 hours into the 160. So a third of the way, basically. And I don't want him to have to foot that bill, you know, no. I know he makes good money, but he's also got a family, no. So I'm hoping that we can get everything that we want to get done. And it's looking more like we're effectively getting things done now that we're starting to clear some of the stumps and stuff that he has pulled up. And I do wish I could help him. I wish I was as fast as him on that backhoe, but I mean, I can't even work the backhoe, not the claw that actually gets the stumps up. So anyway, I'm not going to get into all that again. I get myself upset. I can just be proud of the fact that I am working the tractor and doing what I can. And it is a lot, because I've gotten a lot of the stumps cleared up, you know, into piles. So I'm just going to take that. My daughter-in-law is like, Miss Lynn, I want you to get back on the backhoe. I want you to try. And I'm like, and it's so funny because she's my cheerleader here. Actually, we are each other's cheerleader, to be honest. But when I told her, I was like, yeah. And this is before my other son brought the tractor. I'm like, yeah, maybe Monday or something. Monday or Tuesday. I just don't want to do it and fail if my son's watching. I know it's stupid. But, and he wouldn't mean anything mean, but he would probably be thinking about the hours too, just like me. It's like $35 for an hour if you don't do a whole lot, Mom. He would never say that to me, but he would probably think it. So I'll just stay on the tractor. Yeah, I think I'll just stay on the tractor because I can get things handled. Oops, I almost did that as a half double instead of 2 single crochets together. But anyway, y'all are probably bored to death by now. I mean, I'm sitting here. I never thought I would be one to crochet and hang out. Imagine that. I mean, not that I don't like it. It's just, you know, I like those style of videos. But I didn't know if anybody else did either. So it's like, ooh. So if we don't do much of anything but crochet and chatting in the next month, I hope I don't lose all of you. Well, I know I'm not going to lose most of you. But, you know, that and if that's not your style, I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video. If it's not your style, check back in a month, you know, leave me on, subscribe, and that way you can kind of see in the titles. You don't have to watch the ones until I start actually posting content again. Regular, scheduled, as scheduled. Oh, okay. So, I told you I did the thing with your inspirations, right? It is out. Has been shipped out, and it is scheduled to be out for delivery when you're watching this. So, Wednesday's video might be about that. I did try some different yarn. I did get a couple skeins of different yarns to try. You know, if they're any good. I don't know. I mean, I can't afford to get any more right now. I don't even know. Are they doing their 40%? Oops. Oh well. My husband hasn't contacted me yet, so I'm seriously doubting he will. I X'd out Facebook by mistake. Yarn Inspirations. I wonder if they're doing their 40% off still. Ah, it is Sunday, and it's still saying that there's 40% off. No, Lynn. No. No. If you have to do anything on the credit card, it's going to be your tooth. Ooh. That's pretty. It's a Tranquil Garden Crochet Blanket. Oh, let me tell y'all, Mary Maxim has two beautiful patterns that I wanted the other day. One for my daughter-in-law because it's a sunflower, but it's a very unique take on a sunflower blanket. It's the blanket, it's that, but it's got some dark browns and grays and black, and it's totally her thing. Totally matched this girl, I'm telling you. And then they have a rainbow spiral on black. And they were only 99 cents. They were on sale, and they were only 99 cents per pattern, but I didn't buy them. I probably should have. But this is pretty. I'm on Yarn Inspirations. It's the, it's free. It's a free pattern. That is pretty. You could do so many different color combinations. And again, it's a square. So it's something I could do in the summertime. It could be a good stash buster for this challenge that I've got going for myself. I'm going to exceed 2,026 grams anyway. I knew that back in January when I told y'all about all this. But I don't mind. I need to use up this yarn anyway. And unless anybody of y'all wants these blankets, they're just probably going to either A, be donated, or B, sit around here like the last ones did. I still have a lot of the last ones. That's how you saw this Beautiful Squares blanket that I did. But that is very pretty. Oh, okay. So it is a Creative Grandma pattern. That's awesome. That's Glenda's pattern. And y'all have told me, I know y'all told me about one, but y'all also told me about Glenda's patterns. And I don't know if she has a tutorial on that or not, but something like that, I would prefer to have the written pattern, because that's going to take, it looks like, if I could, I can't zoom it in. It honestly looks like she's doing something similar to the center of this in a circle. That would be cool. That would be really, 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 really cool. Alright, I might have to download that. And they're using, doesn't tell me. Let's see, customize your pattern kit. It doesn't say about, what yarns she uses in that. But anyway, I was tempted about those Mary Maxim patterns. I mean, they were only 99 cents a piece, so yeah, that wouldn't have been any big deal to get. But I was like, no, you already have too many things to do, Lynn. And I do have too many things to do. I really, really do. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to get them right now. And then, who was I watching? I think it was Hannah's. I think it was Hannah's Saturday video that I was watching. And she said something, oh, Felicia or Felicity or something with Knit Picks being on sale. Y'all, I did. I went and looked. I had put a couple in my cart. And I was like, nope, You don't have the money? Nope. Nope. Save your card for your tooth? Nope. Because let me tell you, without knowing that I'm going to raise the down payment, I have to leave room to be able to put some on my card too. So so I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And let me tell you, I need zero skeins of sock yarn right now. I probably have 40 to 50 balls of sock yarn waiting to be knit into socks. I ain't ashamed of that either. I am a sock knitter through and through. But let me tell you, when I saw those colors, oh my gosh. And I liked the one that she was talking about. Ooh, I did a second half double, and I'm not supposed to do that. The Lisa yarn, it kind of does have Lisa Frank vibes. So I agree with her on that one. Oh, but yeah, I don't need any more. Nope. I need it like I need a hole in the head. But I always love sock yarn. I'm not going to pretend any different. But anyway, I think I'm going to get off here. I was wanting to try to get to the other end, which is right here. So I have this whole side and half of that side before I signed off with y'all. But I don't really remember what time I started this video. And I don't want it to get too long. I may sit here after I stop recording and still finish this one row, because I can't leave a row unfinished like that. It'll drive me crazy. And plus, since this is my second sunflower row, it will leave my sunflower yarn open for my other square sitting on my table. Yep, I think I might do that. But anyway, I'm going to insert the video at the end here of the update on my little seedlings, because they are growing like crazy. But just in case, I can't remember if I said it's been a whole, hour maybe? I don't remember what I said. I think I spoke to y'all on it, but anyway, regardless, if I said bye on that, I think I did, but I don't remember exactly what I said. So, I'm going to tell you this. I appreciate every single one of you that watch my videos, that go on my website and buy my stuff, that have sent me money. I really appreciate everything, that bought me coffees. It's humbling, and it makes my heart just swell. So, thank you. And just being here to listen, to make it to where I have someone to talk to when I want to talk about all things yarn, all things craft, all things, honestly, everything. Family, homesteading, gardening, all of the above. So thank y'all. I really do appreciate you a lot. And regardless of when you see this, I hope you have a great one, and take care of yourself. And if you can find some little bitty bit of joy in your day to day, do it. Grab a hold of it and just say, I found it. And keep it. Okay? I will see y'all. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I will see y'all in the next video. Wednesday. With yarn. Hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed. Till then, take care. I'll see you then. Bye. Do y'all see this? Especially my father-in-law's tomato plants up top. They have gotten huge. There's my Amish paste tomatoes. And I think I have homestead tomatoes, zucchini, bell peppers down there. And there's another kind. Let's see, what is this down here? It is cherry. So I have homestead far left, zucchini, next is bell pepper, and then cherry. And then over here, yeah, those things are getting a little bit too big. The only thing that didn't come up over here is my cayenne pepper, which I don't mind. I can replant those. My bell peppers are a little slow to come up. And more of my father-in-law's tomatoes. A couple of them didn't come up in those little bitty ones. And over here, my basil, that one, and that one did not come up, so I'm going to have to replant those. My marigolds, I have one there. That basil did come up, 2 of them. I have a marigold there. I want to say, okay. I have a marigold there. Oops, sorry. I have a marigold there. Oop, that little guy didn't come up. Okay, I might have to replant that marigold. I basically use basil and marigold as my pest attractants, so that they don't ever, I don't have a problem with pests getting into my veggies. All right, well, I hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon, morning, night, whenever you watch this. Y'all have a great one. I will see you in the next one. Bye.